Shalom everyone. One more time we are here to clarify some details, important details to our community, important to Judaism itself, not only for our community, because what we're going to talk about here, it's some Jewish issues related to the halakha, related to the mitzvot, so it's not something new, mainly because that involves something very serious in Judaism, that is Lashon Hara. And the concept of Lashon Hara, our sages explain, and everyone knows that, but it's good to make it clear. It kills three people instantly: the one who speaks, the one who hears, and the one who is the object of the Lashon Hara. So it doesn't fit in our environment. So in relation to some things which have been said for some that I cannot understand, and I ask Kadosh Baruch Hu mercy for those people, and my midot were transformed in a way that I cannot even say bad things about those people. But I would like to require, since now, I would like those people to reflect on the evil, on the bad things that they are bringing to themselves. Because if you bring evil to a community, that's even worse. A video was made and that's posted on the internet, and that brings some things which are lies. No one is here in an insane way. I've been here for about 7 years and accepting things in this sense. No one is here to live a lie. The ones who remained, many people come, many people go, and that's one of the critics, that people, they don't remain. But that's obvious. The ones who want the truth, they must make an effort and they must remain, because they are looking for the truth. And as we have the change, as we have the purpose of changing something, it's a sign that the doors are opened so that a change can happen. And then we can find the truth. So someone said in the video that our leader, he hates the JC nowadays. But it's good to remember that all of us, we come from Christianity. Because in West, some maybe will have Jewish ancestry. My family came from Spain. We are Bnei Anusin, most people here. But the one who really knows who I am and who I was in past, it's Hashem. If I'm here rectifying all those things, undergoing some suffering to be what I am now, it's because in the past, maybe in other lives, something that was made that was not good. Even being Bnei Anusin, maybe I denounced someone or I did something wrong, but that's not the point. To reach the place where I am, that was necessary to undergo Christianity, and many of us, because when we started converting to Kadosh Baruch Hu, when I started to convert, it's my story and the story of many people, we started converting, reading the Bible, reading the stories, and the door that is opened, that's Christianity, because the West is Christian. No one opened the door of Judaism so that I could enter when I started looking for Kadosh Baruch Hu. Enter here. This is what says the truth. And thanks to Hashem, I have this personality that Beit El Shamah has. It's a being that is adaptable, can adapt to change. And now, because of the studies of the Talmud or other studies that we had, it's impossible to have a connection or to call him tzaddik or to call him a normal person. No, he was a rasha. So one more time, I say, when you say something, reflect on that. Many of you also underwent what we faced. Another point to clarify about selling conversions, and that's a lie, because all of us that we made this conversion, and even this person that recorded the video, I hope that this person does tshuva, so that one day maybe we can be together drinking coffee and having a chat. We made the conversion together, and in the day of the conversion, even not only me, but all people that did the conversion with me, we knew that that was a local conversion. So it's a lot of pretension to open a synagogue, start a work, and say that now the conversion will happen. You're going to be a Jew, you're going to enter Israel, you're going to be accepted by the Jewish community. So that's insane. If someone thought this way, and I'm not saying about you that recorded the video, but if you think this way, that's insane. It doesn't fit someone's mind, someone that studied, someone that thinks. Someone would enter a community and become a citizen of Israel this way. That's impossible. I always knew that, as all the people, they also knew that. So we did the conversion together, and everything was paid to the Moed that made the conversion. And so that you can be sure about that, I'm not going to put some documents, okay, here, but here we have all the names of people that made the conversion. Here we also have the petition, and I'm going to read part of the petition to you. Besides some people from the Jewish community, they respect, visit the events of Beit El Shamah and support the initiative of practicing Judaism. There is no recognition from the State of Israel and the Israelite Federation, and that's understandable, because the view of the Messiah that we had, besides being to the members of the association totally separated from the Roman view, it's not for some people of the Jewish community, the traditional Jewish community, that they don't realize the difference between Yeshua and the Jesus, the Roman Jesus. They don't believe that Judaism of the unity is a Jewish version. And because of all this persecution that against the Jews, this view of the Messiah becomes accepting Judaism of the unity as impossible to be Jewish version, and that makes someone from the Jewish community with the same view of the Messiah, but because of the difficulty that was already mentioned, they prefer to be anonymous, and some Jewish movements, they oppose to our movement, and they do not permit our participation in some Israeli federations. Look, this is obvious, and of course the Jewish communities, they would block our enter, of course, in the community. And this person that made the video, to prove that this person was not deceived, his signature is here, and it's here. So when someone decided to insult us, to say bad things against us, to do a sort of lashon hara, horrible one, with swear words, with lies, so that generated a legal process, and the judge agreed, and this person received a fine, was condemned, And that's a reasonable amount of money. Because of this Lashon Hara, because of all these things that were done. And one more time I suggest, don't do that. It's not our desire to go to justice, to the court. It's our desire that people do tshuva and be with us. We have some differences about views. That's okay. Obviously we have difference of behavior. Okay, maybe we have all life, but don't do Lashon Hara. It was also said that our leader bought 2 properties in Jerusalem with the money of the synagogue as for his own benefit. And that's a lie, and the rabbis that are in Israel, they are witness of that, because they participated with us, and we received help from lawyers, Israeli lawyers, and also real estate agents in Israel. And that was done with only one reason. First, the apartment, the flat is not in Jerusalem. It's not 2 properties, it's only one. And that has the objective, as we are now connected to the rabbis in Israel and our conversion that's going to be throughout the Beit Din, a correct conversion. We need to stay in Israel for some time. And if you make a research, if you do a research about the price of the plane, the hostel or the hotel, and that will be expensive. And this flat, it's a small flat, that will be very useful so that we can stay there. This is a sort of a courtesy from Beit El Shamah, let's say a tzedakah for the people so that we can do our conversion. And I think that's great, that's excellent from our leader. He is helping us, he is facilitating our conversion. Otherwise we would not have financial condition to be. And in this case, it's not even in Jerusalem, but it's close. We can take the train or the bus. We're going to have the class in the yeshiva, and we can stay there for 15 days, 1 month, 2 months. Imagine the cost of that. So that was something great, something excellent from our leader. So that's a lie. And it's also good to remember that this property that was not done in the name of the leader. It was not bought in the name of a person, that was bought in the name of the association. And it was also said about the training center that we had another view. We wanted to have like a training center to receive people from other places, but we had that view of a local Judaism, and we wanted to receive people from all Brazil, from all the world, because our community, besides being a local community, that transcended Brazil. It is in different countries in Europe, in the United States, and that was something, and that's real. And only that makes people come to the community. This is being sincere, looking for the truth. And that's why people come, and that's why I came. And some people came because of that, but they didn't remain because the truth, we must pay a price for the truth. It means you have to renounce, you have to quit yourself each and every day, each and every change. That's also something that many people question. They say, you change all the time. They say, Baruch Hashem. Because if we didn't change, would be what? Christian, Messianic. Or, God forbid, we would have the New Testament. And thanks to Hashem, we can change and we can adapt. And my mind has always been this way. That's why I'm here. And all people who are here, they are like this. And we changed, and we're going to change until the time that Mashiach ben Yosef or Mashiach ben David comes, and all Jews they can accept new things. Otherwise, who would read the Talmud? The Talmud talks about something, and then it repairs something. It says one thing in a point, and then it says another thing, and then they reach the final point. So who thinks this way? I give an advice: don't read the Talmud. And another point that is in the video is that he says, for 15 years, our leader says that he's a rabbi, and that's also a lie. Because as I said, if we come from Christianity and we do not have all those time of pure Judaism, how he would say that he was a rabbi by the time of Christianity? How he would say that he was a rabbi when he was Messianic? Because that was another title, that was Rosh. So think about, try to fit things in your mind. Don't accept things that come to your ears without checking where the fountains, the resource, where it comes from, the information. Be sincere to yourself. Who is saying? Look for the reference. Do not accept things this way, because we also don't accept. So that's no logic. And about the training center, it doesn't fit anymore, because our aim is another nowadays. And I ask you, what is the best? To have the training center, but that would be for nothing now, or to have a flat for the conversion? What would be best? I think the point is already answered. So this issue about saying that for 15 years he says that he's a rabbi, that's no logic. Another point that some people that have been driven by this Rasha spirit, they say they want their money back. If you were here by the time and you were with me, you made the video, and the other people that also are supporting you, giving those sort of arguments, when you gave that contribution, you gave that contribution because you had emunah on that, and I'm going to substitute, you had faith on what was happening by the time, because that was suitable by that time. That was something that we used to do with dedication, with all dedication to Kadosh Baruch Hu. For us, that was real, that was the truth, and you gave because you wanted, and I gave because I wanted, and I gave with an open heart. And Kadosh Baruch Hu, by that time, because of our ignorance, he accepted, because he knew that one day we who want the truth, we would reach a place where we are now. And that's the point. And this is what is disturbing a lot of people, because now we are inside the right place. The rabbis that are helping us, people cannot contest. You may attack us, you can do that, and I think that's a pity. And maybe my words, they have been too hard, but here, I'm not here to attack a person, and I think that's not elegant to record a video to defend yourself. But know something. Everything we did with dedication to Hashem. And what we gave to Kadosh Baruch Hu, and something was made to the community. And you may know that the possessions of the people who are leaders and who are here in the synagogue, check if they have something that is more than what they should have. Look at their house. Look at their cars, the possessions, what they have. Check the income tax. If you found, that's a lie. And we would qualify that in a very simple way. That is not real, that's not true. We don't have more than what we need. I never wanted more than what I need. Many people say, oh, you are a teacher. Yes, I am a teacher. I could have had much more, but I'm satisfied with what I have. And many people think this way. Some people come here and they want much more, and they are not satisfied with what they had. And that's those people who are attacking us. About some accusations from the past, I'll read a text to you, saying that our leader, he was this or that, and so on and so forth, and now he's thinking about being a Jew. And when I talk about my leader, it's also about us, because we are in the same situation. We all know about Lashon Hara. I'm not going to talk much about that. We know this concept of Shemirat Lashon, and I'm going to read here stories from the past. Remember, reminding someone about the behavior of someone involved in the past, or about the parents in the past, it's Lashon Hara. Telling stories about the past of someone, of a person, we must also be careful also about how to relate to the converted and the one who returned to the Jewish roots, the Jewish chain. It's dangerous to remember his past, because he can be ashamed, and it means that those people that made this Lashon Hara, the person already did two bad things, two crimes. First, that's Lashon Hara, and second, that's to make someone feel ashamed. Of course, we have some things that we did wrong in the past, but that's condemned in the Torah, to criticize, to remember the past. And please, if you have love about yourself, and if you think about being a Jew in the future, don't do that. I'm not going to be too long. I just ask something, mainly to the person that recorded this video. That was a person that was with me when I was the leader of the synagogue in Brasilia. And being sincere, this person made with me the conversion here. And who am I to invest in a person? But I invested the little that I had. I invested on this person because I have, and it's impossible not to have something good in this person, because I related well with this person. The person did Shuvah, the local conversion. The person used to read the Torah in a daily basis with me together, even in the Bima. And I cannot imagine why those things, if we have some misunderstanding, some different way of thinking about something, don't do that. I know that you said in one of the videos that there was a public person, and you would not attack me, but you would not attack anyone, not only me, but no one. And I ask you, with all your love that you have to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, maybe you were trying to connect to him in the wrong way. If you were undergoing all those Lashon Hara, I think that's something you should reflect on. Because according to the Zohar, in Parsha Metzorah, it says the following: the praise of those who do Lashon Hara will not reach the years of the holy, blessed be he. Because a Ruach Tameh, an impure spirit, would be on this person. Well, I'll finish here, and may Hashem bless us, and may Hashem bless even you, and may you and all those people that are against us or against other people, may you undergo a process of tshuva and focus on the Kadosh Baruch Hu. And then you're going to really have something that maybe you really need, and it's something that we say every day, that is Shalom. And I wish all of you Shalom.